Yeah. And also to post pale kama pale kwa project kwa very good. Let's get 0720 144 547. Yeah, because we have 150 and
these opportunities and facilities we are putting for them to advance themselves and to brand their country. It's a great opportunity to brand our country. Any investment that comes to this country has a long way, not just to create a job, but to create wealth and to position our country. Any tourist we are able to invite because of our creatives has a long way to shaping our country and creating more opportunities. So we look forward to working with all the partners, the private sector, government agencies, to make this a reality. Thank you. I invite our advisor, Waziri Moses Kuria.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very delighted this afternoon to be here for the unveiling of this digital media factory. This is in line with an initiative which we are calling Coalition for Jobs that is running under the auspices of the Secretary of the President, coordinated by the Office of the Deputy President, bringing together everybody in government who has got something to contribute for jobs. And we are working along 3 pillars. The first pillar is called Kazi kwa ground, Kazi kama the content work around our industrialization, our housing, all the work that can be done on the ground. The second pillar is what we are saying, Kazi mtandaoni, for our online jobs, for our skills. And that one is Kazi Maju, for our labor mobility program, where we are opening markets for for our young people to be able to benefit from their expertise and their skills in markets that do require those skills. And the creative economy is at the center of that coalition for jobs. Overall, we want to ensure that between now and the next 2 years, we are able, within all that space, to realize 1 million real jobs, 1 million. And that's even a tip of the iceberg, given the huge demand we have for jobs in this country. But it takes effort, one step at a time. We cannot keep on talking and complaining about this. We have to do something. When we launched the digital migration 10 years ago, I remember I was in the ICT committee in Parliament. I thought it was only for TV and big screen. But the explosion that we found in our alternative media, in our digital media, in our creative industry over the last 10 years means that there's real potential, for us to, realize growth in our GDP emanating from the creative economy. And so therefore, this digital media factory is one step in that endeavor. I want to really say that it is our dream that we are going to have DMF, Digital Media Factory, in all the 47 counties. So we'll be working together with our other leaders, with members of parliament, with the county governors, to ensure that DMF Nairobi is only a starting point. We want to have DMF in Mandera, in Kakamega, in Mombasa, everywhere, so that you people, the people who create content, the people who engage us all the time, get an environment. It's our little contribution. Does not mean that we work for everybody within that space, but it is our contribution, it's our little contribution we can do as a government to ensure that we do set an example and to signal the support of the government to support the creative industry. Secondly, let me say that we are not going to create this center so that we control the content. We don't want to control the content. Even if you want to make videos for Thomas to go, you are welcome. Yeah, you are welcome here. We are not here to do censorship. We are not here to do control. We are just here to ensure that we give you an environment for which you can do your work. But the choice is yours also. In terms of what content, how do you use this facility? How can you use it to make your life better? This is what is happening out there. People have got access to modern media, to digital media. We really want to urge as a government that we use that for monetization, for good content, and for bettering the lives, especially for young people. I am not eligible for work in this center, even if I'm a content creator. The age limit is 40. Yeah, so I am technically knocked out. This is a facility for young people to be able to come here and do their content. But finally, as I say that, it's also a chance for you, for this particular center, to come. I know a lot, I've seen a lot of people talk about some of government programs out of not knowing. For me, I would want us to use this center also to disseminate, information which you need. We will avail for you the information. What you do with it is really up to you. For example, next week we are going to have a press conference in this center talking about our universal healthcare program, so that you, and I'm going to come here with the CS, the PSS, we tell you what, you ask all the question, then you can use this center to talk about the negative and the positive from this center. Does not mean that we only want praises and everything. Feel free to do all the content you have. Thank you very much.
Yeah, James from the Standard newspaper. I would like to know, will it be based on this facility? And secondly, you mentioned that you plan to have it in 47 counties. Maybe is it possible to know what is the timeline? And so maybe will you be starting by placing them in the former regional centers? Thank you.
Okay. In terms of costs, whether it's going to be free or not to use this, you're going to be, but by the time we start off next week, we're going to call you again. When we publish the regulations, we are going through a process. Once they are agreed on by next week, we'll be able to tell you what are the mechanisms, how do you access, how do you get the ticket to be here. If there are more than 200 people, how do we determine the 150 will get in? The shifts for the 24 hours, how long are they? All those details we'll be able to give them in. On the issue of the 47 counties and the timeline, Digital Media Factory Nairobi starts next week. After that, we'll keep telling you, Bungoma is already advancing, so we'll keep telling you what other places is going on. And it's also going to work together with the initiatives that exist. For instance, the ICT hubs have spaces. They're already being kitted. We're also going to integrate digital media within those spaces of the ICT hubs. So because it's a continuous conversation, we'll continue talking about it. And like CS Moses Kuria has already spoken about, we are also going to bring advertisers here, so that if there is a story, it's going to be easier for you to access both government advertisers and also private sector advertisers and stories for the digital media creators. Thank you very much.
One more question. My name is Kuria from TV47. Maybe how much did this cost you?
We have an initiative which we are implementing across the country. We are building digital hubs. We've committed to put one digital hub in every ward, and we made some arrangement with the members of parliament, where members of parliament amended the national CTF law to provide for establishment of digital hubs in addition to what they do normally for schools. So the 1,450 digital hubs that will be built under the normal arrangement that the CTF has been doing. The second part is that we didn't decide. We've selected four types of facilities that will be built. The first one we are calling Center of Excellence. It's estimated to cost about 25 million. The Center of Excellence that we built across the country. The second one is almost 6 million. It's called Standard, and there is a basic one almost 4 million. And then there is the fourth category where we are using existing facilities and then improve it, like this now with the partnership with Posta. And this is a government facility. We just now provided the desk, and we will deploy the devices. The devices we've been deploying across the country, we already have 282 site setups with computers deployed, ranging from 20, 50 to 100 and even 400 computers in some of these centers. So this center is under that kind of arrangement in partnership with public institutions and the national CDF. So that is the information I have. Thank you.
The bigger media houses, the challenge is for you to also then, I'm hoping you're also going to be telling us you're going to have a KTN digital media factory or an LTV digital media factory, a TV47 digital media factory very soon. You have had the prices, we'll give you the plan, and we'll deploy devices. So just take a space, we'll deploy devices together with you.
And also please use our centers across the country for you to build your content, but pay for it.